What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the highly anticipated Superman movie that is coming out in July. So we have CinemaCon later today. So potentially trailer footage shown to the audience. Most likely, is it going to be put online? We don't know, but I'm sure I'll cover it if they do. So there is a plot leak going around. And obviously I've got a great relationship with Warner Bros. UK. And I don't want to sever that ties with Warner Bros. UK. So I'm going to go over the plot leak that is going around the internet. We're actually reading it from a website. I'm not going over the test screen information I have personally already. We're going over this information that is out there on the internet on a website. Okay? So I'm going to tell you what I think about it. So, what is freaking good, YouTube? What's your behavior? To never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content I try to deliver on a daily basis because I don't just cover Marvel. I'm not one of them that just covers Marvel. I try my best to cover Marvel, DC, Monsterverse, Kaiju, and other things if I can. I just try and cover things that are interesting. So if that sounds like something you would like, make sure to subscribe, guys. If you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, check us out on Instagram at Warstu. I've got a pretty cool channel over there where I can post stuff over there that I can't post anywhere else, aka YouTube. And also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Right, let's get into this breakdown of this it's alleged, take it with a grain of salt, because we don't know, although I could actually check if it is real, but I'm not gonna, although I kind of already know that. I'm just gonna read it, and we're gonna break it down from the plot at least. Does it sound realistic? So on and so forth. So, I'm a fan of Superman. I really am. So I find it interesting when I put a post up on Twitter where they are showing David Korsner with his hand up. And I'm like, I like Superman, but this just ain't it. He just looks bad. It looks like a carbon copy of, other Superman. I mean, yeah, sure, that's what Superman's supposed to be, but it just ain't it. And the comments were really funny because the comments like, it looks lame as hell. This ain't it. I'm so disappointed. Then other people are like, do you even know Superman? You're a Zack Snyder fan. Flop incoming. It's a pose for a promo. Calm down. It is, but this is to go on toy, merchandise, so on and so forth. Then the other end of the spectrum, you got people saying, I've never seen a bunch of people complain about a Superman movie. We know you hate it. And then we've got the other end of the spectrum of we have people who I think are being hyperbolic, fake DC fans, saying the most outrageous stuff based on a 2-minute clip of a Superman official trailer. How can you come out and say, is it too early to say David Korsner is the greatest Superman ever? It is. Because although we've had a 2-minute trailer, he's barely in said trailer. So if they do reveal a proper trailer, which they've already done, and we get a lot of scenes, because let's be honest, that trailer was basically Crypto, and we all know what's going to happen with Crypto. So it's interesting how the Superman fandom, it's so unreal. I just find it fake, to be honest. So let's break down. So Superman plot leak reveals a big cameo, a new twist on Jor-El, and several major story beats. Spoilers. With regular test screenings now taking place, more major spoilers for Superman have been put online, including plans for a big cameo, a very different approach for Jor-El, and much more. Now, why do I want to cover this? Because I cover this kind of stuff. So I want my view out there. You might have picked up on some chat in recent days about a Superman plot. It's believed that after several rounds of internal test screening, the DCU is now being shown to regular test screen audiences, and some of the attendees did not hesitate to share their spoilers and views. Now, what is interesting, it goes on to say that James Gunn and Pete Safran were both there. It goes on to say it was on the LA plot lot. And it goes on to say, take it with a pinch of salt. But obviously, James Gunn and Pete Safran are going to go to these screeners because they want to actually physically see what people's facial expressions are, so on and so forth, when it comes to the screeners. Because, yeah, sure, you can get them to fill out a form. You can, do a Q&A interview with them afterwards, but seeing how they react is the best indicator of it. And let's not forget, these rumors and spoilers have been out for ages. They're just, getting more realistic the closer we get to the movie. And sure, it's still not the final product. I get that, bro. I get that. So, it reads like this. Superman is taken to the Fortress of Solitude by Crypto and healed by the robots that protect it. Lex Luthor hates Superman, partners with the government of a powerful foreign nation to help them take over a smaller country. It seems that Gunn took inspiration from a conflict between for this. No, I don't know if he did, but I know allegedly that originally the location where they were, they've had to kind of backtrack and change. And that's why they're reshoots, because they were in X location, but they've had to change parts of the story because of what's like going on in the world. To the point where you have some alleged, now I say alleged because personally, I don't think any scoopers are actually like 100% legitimate, to be honest. And if you say anything bad about it, you're instantly a hater. But it is interesting how the reactions are that the movie's silly, it's very diverse, and allegedly they have changed massive parts of the Superman movie. Allegedly, there is retcons to the Superman canon of who Superman really is. So this alleged plot goes on to say Jimmy Olsen is portrayed like the comic book counterpart, but girls now flaunt over him. Among them is Lex's girlfriend, who has been sexting the photographer. I mean, to me, that does sound quite believable. That sounds like James Gunn's cringe kind of trying to be funny moments. The tension between Clark and Lois at the Daily Planet, in particular, as he frequently gets to interview Superman. However, we learn later it's a ruse and they've been dating in secret for a few months. She playfully pretends to interview him in their apartment, but things get tense when they disagree over Superman's role in foreign policy. I mean, foreign policy, this is a common subject that always comes up in Superman movies. Lex is responsible for releasing those monsters in Metropolis, but Soup gets a helping hand from the Justice League that shouldn't even be in the movie. Lex creates a clone of Superman and uses it to enter the Fortress of Solitude, aka Ultraman. Oh wait, James Gunn said he wasn't in the movie. Where he finds a corrupt message from Jor-El meant for his son. It appears he sent Kal-El to Earth to conquer the planet. Oh my god, is that the major retcon people are going on about? It's unclear whether this is taken out of context, and the villain wasted no time in broadcasting that to the world, making the Man of Steel an outcast shunned. Clark returns to his human family. Superman is shunned, just like he was in Man of Steel. So that's probably the sequence in the trailer. Now, the next bit is a little bit interesting. Later in the movie, Lex sends Superman and Krypto into a pocket dimension where he traps the people he hates, including his ex-girlfriend. I mean, when people say there's a silly tone and some of it is cringe, a pocket dimension where Lex Luthor sends his ex-girlfriend. Jimmy's communication, he spots clues in the proactive photos he's been sent. With the villain's current view helps the League find and rescue Kryptonium. Superman earns people's trust back by saving lives and battling an invading army. The action is praised. It sounds like Lex either escapes or is imprisoned. Superman returns to the Fortress of Solitude, where a drunk version of Supergirl appears to reclaim Krypto after asking her cousin to watch him for a week. I'm pretty sure that Kryptonians can't get drunk. Can they get drunk? Or is it a special kind of drink that's been made up? I mean, that has been seen before. Superman sits back and asks for the fortress to show him his family. However, this time in place of Jor-El, it's Mama and Papa Ken. Interesting. Superman's DC's first feature film to hit the big screen is set to score into the theaters worldwide this summer from Warner Bros. Pictures in James Gunn's signature style on the original superhero in a newly imaginative DC universe with a singular blend of epic action, humor, heart, and delivering a Superman who's driven by compassion and inherent belief in the goodness of humankind. That just sounds like every other Superman we've ever seen. The movie stars David Coulson as Superman, Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, and a plethora of other people. Comes out July 11th, 2025. Interesting. Now, okay, we're just going to go over this off this information, not off the other information that I've got. I mean, this sounds very believable. This does sound like it could be very believable. Like I say, James Gunn's a very bland, average writer. I don't really particularly like James Gunn's writing style. Like, it's when I said to someone the other day, I was like, okay, you like the Guardians franchise? Cool. What happens in Guardians 1? Tell me the ending scene. Couldn't. Again, Guardians 2, what happens? Ending scene. Couldn't. Could only tell me what happens at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. You know, his work's not really rememberable. Yeah, sure. The only thing I can remember realistically about Guardians 3 is Rocket Raccoon screaming. And that the villain was pretty evil. That's all I can remember. So, yeah, James Gunn, great director, great cameraman, all that kind of stuff. Cool. Just not a very good writer. So, is this true? I don't know. Let me know down below, guys. What do you think about this? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Well, we're gonna go watch it either way. So I'm not putting this leak out there. I'm not a leaker. I'm just covering stuff. The internet seems to be talking about this kind of stuff. So I thought to myself, yeah, lads and ladettes, you want to get Warstu's opinion? Well, let's run it, lads. So let me know down below. And I'm not a hater. I'm a massive Superman fan. I really am a huge Superman fan. But at the same time, I'm not going to give someone flowers. I'm not going to glaze someone to get red carpet access, because 9 out of 10 times I can get that access anyway without glazing anyone. So like always, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.